The call began with chilling clarity.
Hello?
My dad's attacking my family.
Your dad is attacking your family?
No, my dad. Help!
Welcome to Cams Don't Lie. Our today's story delves into the twisted minds of the Beaver brothers, Robert and Michael, teenagers teetering on the edge of sanity. Homeschooled and isolated, they harbored a fascination with mass killings, a morbid secret festering beneath the surface of their seemingly ordinary lives. As their depravity escalated, they stockpiled weapons, hatched a nightmarish plan, and on that fateful night, their world exploded in a horrifying display of violence.
So I was hoping maybe you could kind of just go back at the beginning when all this started and kind of tell me what happened, because I need kind of the details so we know and understand what you went through and stuff.
Okay, so the very start.
These frantic words were the last line of defense against a nightmare unfolding in the Beaver household. Daniel's older brothers, Robert and Michael, were on a murderous rampage. The call abruptly ended with a scream. Police, arriving moments later, were met with a horrific scene. Blood stained the porch. A faint cry for help emanated from within. It was 13-year-old Crystal Beaver, the sole survivor besides a 2-year-old sister, Autumn.
One of these surviving Bever children, a 13-year-old girl, saying her brothers were fascinated by mass killings for at least a year.
The investigation revealed a disturbing motive. Crystal reported that her brothers had been fascinated with mass killings for at least a year. Their bedroom, a chilling testament to their obsession, was filled with weapons, machetes, knives, daggers, and body armor. They had been stockpiling this arsenal for months, dismissed as boys being boys by their mother when Crystal raised the alarm. The interrogation of 15-year-old Michael, Robert's tape remains unreleased, provided some insight.
Okay. I didn't take it seriously at first, but then he started buying like a body armor and stuff.
Where did he buy body armor from?
eBay and Amazon.
They had purchased body armor online, likely from a website frequented by young men. Ammunition, however, was a different story. It was shipped directly to the house, requiring their parents' absence upon delivery. The sheer quantity of weapons, 1,000 rounds of ammunition for a crime that claimed 5 lives, raises a chilling question. What were they planning? The brothers spent nights talking and scheming. Their shared fascination with murder solidified their bond.
Why did he want to do it?
Kill people?
Yeah.
Well, mainly 2 reasons, I think. It's, because he just, he says he hates everyone. He thinks society is pointless, and so he wanted to kill people.
A morbid pact fueled by a life of isolation. Homeschooled and restricted from social interaction, their parents' abuse further isolated them. Left to their own devices, they developed a negative outlook on society.
Tell me what plans you started making and coming up with.
Well, originally, I think kind of stayed steady throughout the month. We wanted to kill everyone at the house first.
Okay.
And then wait for all the packages to show up over the weekend. And then we'd take the Yukon to have our state with the guns and stuff.
The arrival of a large package containing ammunition became the tipping point. They needed their parents out of the house to receive it, so they planned the murders for the weekend, allowing time for the boost to arrive. With the ammunition secured, they could enact the next part of their horrific plan. Michael's chilling post-mortem plan involved dismembering their family and hiding them in bins while they waited for the gun shipment. Autumn, their 2-year-old sister, was a horrifying exception. They intended to decapitate her later with an axe. However, their meticulously crafted nightmare unraveled at the first obstacle. The night began with Crystal, who stumbled upon them at 11:30 p.m. on July 22, 2015, clad in body armor and armed with knives. Michael lured her in, and Robert, in a cowardly act, slashed her throat from behind. Her screams pierced the night. Fearful and overwhelmed, Michael couldn't bear to participate further. He had to break down and leave the scene.
And so she fell down and started screaming.
Yeah, well, I kept stabbing her. I kind of freaked out because,
Stomach. Okay.
And then my mom came in and she started yelling, call the police, get dad. And then he came over and started attacking her.
So he stab your mom with the same knife?
Yep, same knife.
And where did he stab her?
I think in the neck too.
Okay.
Crystal, wounded but determined, fought back, escaping momentarily before Michael dragged her back inside, her screams echoing through the house. The commotion alerted their father, who came down to investigate. The fight ended tragically, with Crystal left bleeding on the porch and their father silenced by the brothers. With their parents and Crystal incapacitated, the Beaver brothers found themselves facing an unexpected complication: their 4 younger siblings. Despite their initial expectation that their younger siblings would be easy targets, this is where the carefully constructed plan began to unravel, connecting back to the scene we heard earlier, with Daniel's frantic call to the police. While hiding in his room, Daniel managed to grab his phone and contacted authorities. The dispatcher heard him talking about a dog attack. Michael's chilling manipulation came into play here. He managed to convince them that Robert was attacking him as well. This ruse lured the young siblings out, allowing the brothers to finish their horrific plan. Both Christopher and Victoria were stabbed to death. Throughout the interview, Michael attempts to deflect blame, placing a significant portion on Robert. He claims he was merely a bystander, forced to participate for fear of his own life.
So I know you're not being completely honest, and I gave you one shot already.
I'm sorry. I stabbed Christopher one time.
The interviewer confronts Michael with the emotional weight of his actions. He asks how Michael felt about witnessing his mother being stabbed, a crime Michael himself participated in. The question of how he could watch his own mother bleed and scream hangs heavy in the air. Michael's response is a chilling lack of remorse. Faced with the prospect of a deeper investigation and the weight of Michael's confession, Robert's resolve crumbled. He finally admitted to his full participation in the murders, acknowledging his role in killing Crystal, his mother, and Christopher. This breakthrough confession unlocked a deeper understanding of the brothers' motivations.
Everybody's been stabbed, and you both had knives, and we know you both stabbed everybody. So you guys are kind of at the same level, and so now it's who's going to be honest and make this right, and who's a liar, okay? Which one do you want to be?
I'm not.
Okay, so you're a man of your word?
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to make this right and do the right thing at this point in time?
Yes.
Okay.
Michael admitted the killings weren't driven by personal animosity. They were merely stepping stones in a horrifying quest for notoriety. The presence of surveillance cameras and extensive plans stored on digital drives further solidified this chilling motive. Robert's additional revelation, their plan to create online taunts and videos, painted a clear picture. The goal was infamy, not personal revenge. The rest of Michael's interview footage descends into a chilling silence. We only see him hunched over a table, writing a statement that will forever remain unseen by the public. At trial, both boys faced a mountain of evidence and the crushing weight of their actions. Michael, in a desperate attempt to escape accountability, clung to a threadbare insanity plea. Both Robert and Michael were sentenced to 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. The aftermath left a gaping wound in the heart of Broken Arrow. Crystal and Autumn, the only surviving siblings, were eventually adopted by a kind couple, a beacon of hope in the face of unimaginable darkness. Yet, the shadow of the Beaver family tragedy continues to linger. A haunting reminder of a family shattered, a community shaken, and the chilling evil that can lurk beneath the surface of normalcy. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the dark side of human nature, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next chilling video. We'll be delving into another case that will leave you both fascinated and horrified.